Football is more than a game. It is emotion. It is history. It is culture. For over a century, billions of people have fallen in love with a simple sport played with a ball. And throughout that history, certain players rose above everyone else. Players who didn't just win trophies. They changed football forever. Their names became larger than clubs, larger than countries, larger than generations. Today, we count down the 10 greatest football legends in history. This is not just a list. This is the story of the men who shaped the beautiful game. Number 10. Zinedine Zidane. Elegance. That is the first word that comes to mind when watching Zidane. Football often rewards speed and power, but Zidane proved that intelligence could be even more devastating. With every touch, every turn, every pass, he made football look effortless. He led France to World Cup glory in 1998. He won the European Championship. And his unforgettable volley in the 2002 Champions League final remains one of the greatest goals ever scored. Zidane didn't dominate through athleticism. He dominated through pure genius. 9. Ronaldinho. Some players win matches. Ronaldinho won hearts. Football was never more joyful than when Ronaldinho had the ball. Defenders feared him, fans adored him, and teammates could barely believe what they were seeing. No-look passes, impossible dribbles, moments that looked like magic. He won the Ballon d'Or. He won the Champions League. He won the World Cup. But his greatest achievement was making millions fall in love with football. 8. George Best. Before social media, before global marketing, there was George Best, a football superstar decades ahead of his time. The Northern Irish winger combined incredible skill with unmatched charisma. He could glide past defenders as if they weren't there. At Manchester United, he became one of football's first global icons. Many believe George Best possessed talent equal to any player who ever lived. His legend continues to grow with every generation. 7. Franz Beckenbauer. The Emperor. A nickname few players could ever earn. Franz Beckenbauer revolutionized football. He transformed the role of defender forever. Rather than simply stopping attacks, he started them. He controlled matches from deep positions and introduced a new vision of leadership. As captain, he led Germany to World Cup glory. As a manager, he led them again. Very few figures have influenced football as profoundly as Beckenbauer. 6. Johann Cruyff. Football philosophy has a father, and his name is Johann Cruyff. Cruyff wasn't just a footballer. He was a visionary. The Dutch legend became the symbol of total football, a revolutionary style that changed how the game was played. His ideas continue to influence football today. From Ajax to Barcelona, his legacy can still be seen in modern tactics. Without Cruyff, modern football might look completely different. 5. Cristiano Ronaldo. The ultimate machine. Cristiano Ronaldo turned hard work into an art form. Every year, people expected him to decline. Every year, he came back stronger. His journey from a skinny teenager in Portugal to one of the greatest goal scorers in history is one of sport's greatest stories. League titles, Champions Leagues, international glory, and hundreds upon hundreds of goals. Cristiano Ronaldo proved that determination can take a player to unimaginable heights. 4. Diego Maradona. Football has never seen another player quite like Diego Maradona. He carried nations. He inspired generations. And on his day, he looked unstoppable. The 1986 World Cup remains one of the greatest individual tournaments ever played. Maradona wasn't simply playing football. He was creating moments that felt supernatural. For millions, he wasn't just a footballer. He was a symbol of hope.
3. Pelé, the first king of football. Long before modern superstars filled stadiums around the world, Pelé was already conquering the game. He won 3 World Cups, a record that still stands today. His goals amazed crowds. His personality helped football become a global sport. Pelé became football's first true worldwide icon. His influence stretched far beyond the pitch, and his legacy remains immortal.
2. Lionel Messi, the magician, the genius, the artist. Lionel Messi spent nearly 2 decades doing things football fans had never seen before. His dribbling seemed impossible. His vision was unmatched. His consistency defied logic. For years, there was only one thing missing: the World Cup. Then came Qatar 2022. One final masterpiece. One final chapter. One final trophy. The moment Messi lifted the World Cup, football history felt complete. The greatest football legend of all time. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo defined an entire era. Pelé built football's global popularity. Maradona inspired millions. Cruyff reinvented tactics. Beckenbauer transformed defending. Every legend on this list changed football forever. But choosing the greatest often depends on perspective. Because greatness cannot always be measured by goals, trophies, or statistics. Sometimes greatness is about influence. Sometimes it's about inspiration. And sometimes it's about how a player made people feel. That is why football remains beautiful. There may never be one definitive answer, but these legends ensured their names would live forever. As long as football exists, their stories will continue to be told.
So tell me, who is your greatest football legend of all time? Messi? Ronaldo? Pelé? Maradona? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football stories. Because football is not just a game, it is history. And we're here to tell it.